Switch, it's time to thwip. What's up, Thwipper Snappers? I'm AJ, and welcome back to another Thwip Side review. And today I'm taking a look at the Medicom Mafex Batman Hush Nightwing figure. Now, I know some people call this company Mafex, some people call it Mafex, and some people say Mafex because it stands for Miracle Action Figure, I believe EX, Mafex, but Mafex just rolls off the tongue for me, so that's what I'm going to call it. I only have one other Mafex figure so far in my collection. That's the Hush Batman, and I got him so late I didn't bother reviewing him. So this is my first Mafex review and a character I was really excited for when they announced him. So I'm going to take a look at the box real quick, and I will say I love the presentation of the box with these Hush figures. It's just kind of simple. You got your window with your figure, Nightwing in this case, Batman Hush. I love the color. It's almost like Batman's bluish gray color from the storyline. And then you got a little picture of Nightwing down there. Got a picture of Nightwing here. And he does look really awesome. Some action shots of Nightwing. And then Hush with Nightwing again. And then the mumbo jumbo on the bottom. And that's enough time to spend on the packaging because, as I said, I'm excited to pop him open. You can see he comes with a lot of accessories, which is awesome. We'll go through those quick. Over here is the stand and the base in the stand, and it comes with pieces so you can configure it in multiple different ways. So I haven't decided how I'm going to configure it yet, but you know, you get the base, you get this piece that you can connect a clamp to, or a crotch clamp, or however you want to do it, however you so choose. So that's awesome. And then for figure accessories themselves, he comes with a, we'll do this, an alternate, let's see if that works, angry face, which I think is cool. It's painted real nice and clean. There's some blue hits, wash or dry brush, probably dry brush by the looks of it, in the hair, bring out blue highlights in his black hair, so that's awesome. Might as well go with the Eskrima sticks. So you get 2 of those. And then you get a Eskrima stick that are connected, because sometimes that's how he gets around instead of a grapple gun. And it is wired, so that's awesome. Then you get a new, alternate back plate, so you can store his sticks on the back, on his back. It's got these little clamps, so that's cool. And then a bunch of hands, and they come on these little sprues, so helps you keep them organized so you don't lose them. So you get 2 grip hands, which I think are for the sticks because they're molded all together. Oops, sorry, gotta get in focus. They're molded all together, so you just slide them through. And then you get a set of like splayed out hands. Then you get a set of more splayed out hands. Options are always awesome. And then you get some flat hands. Besides the hands he comes with, which are fists on the figure in the package. And then you get 2 sets of these, which are really cool. Spinning a Eskrima stick. So it looks, you know, the effect is that he's spinning his sticks. And there's one for each, left and right as well. So yeah, really cool accessories with this guy for sure. So as we check out Nightwing, I went ahead and switched the back plate out for the one that has the clamps for the Eskrima sticks, because I think I'll just leave it like that, because even if he's got them in his hands, you can just put them back. It is cool that that's an option if you want a cleaner look, but I think I'm just going to leave that the way it is. And moving to take a closer look at his head sculpt that comes in the package, I think it looks really cool, just like the angry face one, nice and clean on the paint. You get the dry brush blue in his hair to bring out that detail. And then the blue for his like bird symbol, I don't know what you call it, is nice and clean all the way around. And down to his arms, so that's fantastic. To his arms and his fists. And then that wraps around to 2 fingers on each hand. But besides that, it's just a black bodysuit like we've come accustomed to with Nightwing, but it is a really cool sculpt. the appropriate muscle detail. He's not a jacked guy. He's athletic. I always picture him as athletic, but not super jacked, not like a Batman size. So the proportions, I think, are really good. And then he's got some cool soles on the bottom of his feet. I never checked the bottom of the feet, but for this guy, I decided to go ahead and do that. So yeah, he is an awesome looking Nightwing figure for sure. Articulation wise, Nightwing has pretty much everything you could ever want. He's got a awesome head movement, swivels here, nice tilt, looks up, looks down, but he has articulation at the bottom of the neck too, so you look down very far, looks up very far, so awesome head articulation, awesome tilt. I love that. You can tilt at the neck or at the head. Then he's got the butterfly joint. It goes in like that. Look at that, crosses over, that's awesome. Goes back a lot too. A little shift around. It does get caught sometimes. Butterfly, bicep swivel. Nice double jointed elbows. Swivel at the wrist that can hinge up and down or be manipulated to go side to side. Then torso articulation. Swivels. You get some arc. Not a lot of crunch with that, but he also has articulation at the waist, and it can tilt. And with all the torso and the waist, you can arc back really far and crunch. Awesome. The thing that surprised me the most is the hip swivel isn't too great. Almost like a lot of McFarlane, so that was interesting to me. But he does have the drop down at the hip, so he can kick super far up, kicks back that far, spreads out that far, and then you put the hip back in. He's got double jointed knees that go that far. Now the thing is, I've noticed, I don't like this. This scares me because of how expensive these figures are. When you go to put his knee back into neutral position, on mine it catches, so you gotta kind of push right there on the knee in to get rid of that snag, and then I feel a clunk, which I hope it's not grinding anything. That makes me a little nervous. And then of course you get swivel at the ankle, some awesome tilt, goes back that far, up that far, and toe articulation. So awesome movement with this Nightwing figure. And here he is next to the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Nightwing from the Titans wave. Obviously, the McFarlane figure is bigger because 7-inch scale, 6-inch scale. This is a comparison that I definitely wanted to see. Here he is with the Medicom Mafex Hush Batman, and I love these two together. I think they look fantastic next to each other. So bottom line for me is that I absolutely love this figure. And I think I'm officially hooked on the Mafex line, especially when it comes to Hush characters. Like I said, the only two I have are this Nightwing and the Batman. But, man, both of these figures are fantastic. This Nightwing, man, I just think they knocked it out of the park. The amount of accessories you get, the posability, just his presentation is awesome. And I couldn't be happier. I really love this guy, and I'm glad because they cost quite a bit of money, obviously, so to pay a lot of money and have a sucky figure would be no good. I got the Batman way later than when he originally came out and thought he was awesome, and now Nightwing, so super happy. Hoping they keep on pumping out figures, especially in the Hush line, and build that whole Hush Jim Lee-ish roster. It'd be awesome, all the villains and everything. So with that being said, drop me a comment and tell me what you think about this figure. Is he something that you would consider picking up, or after this review, is it something you want to try out now? And if you already have him, let me know what you think about him. With that being said, it's about time for me to get out of here, so I will catch you on the Thwip side. Later.